Thank you. Meeting's in session. Good day, everyone. I hope you're having a good summer. It's been quite a while since we've had a meeting.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, so let's get started at the beginning. Deputy Mayor, would you please read our land acknowledgement?
Thank you. Get situated now. Everything's falling apart here. Okay, we respectfully acknowledge the City of Corner Brook as the ancestral homeland of different populations of Indigenous people. We also acknowledge and respect the rich histories and cultures of the Beothuk, Mi'kmaq, Innu, and Inuit, the province of Newfoundland and Labrador.
Thank you very much. Okay, let's move right along. Would someone like to move the approval of the agenda, please?
So moved.
Thank you. Seconder? Okay. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Mr. Mayor, could
Yes.
I add one item to the agenda?
Okay.
I didn't see it there, I requested that it would be added. Just a quick update on, I've had a couple of calls on parking regulations
Yeah.
on city streets for commercial vehicles. Just an update on that. I got a couple of questions when we get to it, if it gets added to the agenda.
Okay. We don't have an update. There's no, so if you just,
I got a couple of questions.
okay.
Put it at the end if you want, Mr. Mayor.
Yeah. Sure, yeah. Let's do that.
Thank you.
Perfect. Okay. Okay. Can we get, are we fine with that motion still in terms of the revised agenda to add that item? First, second, perfect?
Sure.
Okay. Okay, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Counter-minded. Carried. Approval of minutes for our regular meeting, July 17th. Would someone like to move those minutes?
So moved.
Thank you. And seconder? Okay. All those in favor?
Aye.
Counter-minded. Carried. Any business arising from those minutes? Any items there? Okay, good. Oh, sorry, yeah, Deputy Mayor, go ahead.
Nothing from these minutes, but I'm just wondering if we could have an update on where we are with Zoom public meetings?
Zoom public meetings?
Is there any, there's no new
yeah.
information, then just say no new information?
No, I'll ask the clerk to give an update on that.
Policy has been drafted, but we are waiting on some quotes on equipment as to what it costs to get the equipment updated.
Excellent, thank you.
Okay, thank you. Okay, and there's nothing else there arising from the minutes? Okay. Next, we have proclamations. We did have a proclamation for International Youth Day, and I'll bring it up here. So it was on August 12th. There were going to be some events that day, but the weather didn't cooperate. But this day, of course, serves as an annual celebration of the role young people and men and women play as essential partners in change to raise awareness of challenges and problems facing the world's youth. And we had a proclamation here, yeah, it is, of course, we have our youth committee. We have an important, we do value the contributions in our community that youth provide. So, good day.
We had, Mr. Mayor, update on that. We had the events on Saturday.
Oh, good.
Saturday past, the weather was amazing.
Yeah.
And we actually had our first picking of our crops and donated to Willow House.
Oh, excellent. Perfect. Thank you very much. Okay, Councillor Pender, we have gone to other business. We have a replacement of one of our heat pumps.
Yes, Mr. Mayor. It's a replacement of one 30-ton water-to-water heat pump in 2023-13. City Corner Brook requested bids for the supply and installation of a new geothermal 30-ton water-to-water heat pump to replace an existing unit in the City Hall. Tenders closed on August 16th, 2023, with 3 bids being received for the following. HST included, R&R HVAC and Controls Limited in the amount of $99,762.50, Northridge Developments $114,425, Eco Contracting Limited $188,600, I should say, excuse me. The resolution, Mr. Mayor, please be it resolved that the City of Corner Brook Council award contract 2023-13 replacement of one 30-ton water-to-water heat pump to R&R HVAC and Control Limited in the amount of $99,762.50, HST included. I so move.
Okay, thank you. Would someone like to second that?
Second, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. Questions on this one? Yes?
Not a question, more a comment, just the difference in the pricing between the first and the last is,
No.
it's just double. It's just interesting to see when, the first two are pretty close and the last one's way out.
Absolutely. And a question as well, I guess. I know we're in the process of upgrading. Where are we to now, Mr. Charters?
This will be, I believe, replacement of the 4 out of 6.
Okay.
So we would have 2 more to go.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. Any other questions? Okay, let's vote. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Counterminded? Carried. Next, Councillor Keeping, we have the Curling Club lease renewal.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. The existing lease with the Corner Brook Curling Association expires on the 30th of September 2023. The current lease rental amounted to $12,000. Staff have been in discussions with the Curling Club Association around the lease renewal for the period of 1st of October 2023 to September 30th, 2024. The Curling Club Association have presented the city with a strategic plan and have requested assistance to alleviate some of the financial pressures currently experienced, enabling the club to reestablish itself as a sustainable recreational activity in Corner Brook. One of the key initiatives is to grow the club membership of all ages. The city's expectation is for growth in membership numbers to be up from the year 2023 to 2024. After evaluating the strategic plan and with the intention to provide support to the Curling Club Association in achieving their strategic initiatives, the below are possible support areas that can be offered to the club. 1, rent relief for the 2023-24 year, the rental chain charged to be $9,000 plus HST. A once-off grant of $5,000 to assist in purchasing of new equipment required to expand access to the game of people of all ages and physical abilities and limitations, example stick curling. Snow clearing at the Civic Center to include the area utilized by the club, and the city to take over the maintenance of the ice plant as the technical expertise and guidance resides with the city. The related cost of the plant maintenance will be shared as follows. Curling Club Association to contribute $3,000 on the first $12,000, HST included maintenance costs, and B, a 20/80 share on costs exceeding $12,000, HST included between Corner Brook Club Association and the city respectively. And number 5, the city to grant permission to the Curling Club Association to rent out the facility during their season of operation, October to April. And the proposed resolution, be it resolved to approve the execution of the release agreement for the Corner Brook Curling Association. Also move.
Thank you very much. Would someone like to second that?
Second, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. Questions on this one? Yes, go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. It says here that we're taking over the maintenance of the ice plant. Is that something that we did traditionally, or is this new?
And Ms.
I'll
Pat?
answer that, Mr. Mayor. Over the past few years, we've been helping more and more through the Civic Center and our power engineers that are there. The club has been operated by volunteers and not people necessarily with the expertise in that area, and it was felt by all staff in our discussions that we should definitely assist with that. The plant has just been built, which the Corner Brook Curling Club paid for the rebuild of the current facility, so we don't anticipate any major costs to that, so it's a matter of our staff monitoring like it used to do before.
Okay,
Yes.
so, Mr. Mayor, there's no extra, there won't be any extra time. Our staff won't be burdened with this, their time won't be, I'm not being very articulate.
No, I know what you mean. Yes, I think you know
No,
what you mean.
it's not something that requires, because of the size of the plant, it doesn't require 24-hour maintenance or attention like the plant at the Civic Center does. So we can monitor, it used to be monitored, the ammonia plant used to be monitored from City Hall, in particular, so we're still working out some of those logistics, but it makes sense all around from a health and safety perspective, I think, for us to take that in-house again with the cooperation and payment by partial contribution by the curling club to continue.
I know we've had in the past where we've had some issues there. It was managed pretty much exclusively by the volunteers for a number of years. Unfortunately, when there have been problems, like software problems or hiccups at the plant, when our staff had to step in, where they weren't that familiar with the plant, it actually was very difficult for them to provide assistance, and through Simco and the other providers for this specialized kind of plant. So this has been a problem. This will hopefully correct. Right? And we do, of course, also have a safety issue here with the ammonia. Right? Yes.
And just one thing to add, I mean, last year the curling club replaced software at a substantial amount of money that only partially was really their cost, because it's connected to all the other systems and the things, so it's ours anyway. We're responsible for the envelope.
Understood. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Okay, you're welcome. Yes.
Yeah, Mr. Mayor, I don't have an issue with that. Actually, I think it's a great idea to have our power engineers overseeing the plant. Is a technical piece, and we do have people on staff to do that. I did have just one question on the snow clearing. I think currently we do it by contract through the Civic Center, and the curling club does their own, so we'll just put it all into one, I assume?
Yeah, Ms. Madden.
Yeah, I didn't realize this until it was brought up in our meetings, but apparently our contractor at the Civic Center actually stops just before the curling club instead of making one clear sweep. So it only really makes sense to incorporate that into, it'll probably be easier for a current contractor.
Makes sense. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Yes, Deputy Mayor.
Sometimes I get the question from residents, what happens to the Civic Center during off-season?
Yeah.
To the what, sorry?
What happens to the curling club?
The curling-
During off-season?
Currently, we have rented it partially, but currently it actually has been used as more of a warehouse for a lot of the stuff because of lack of storage at the curling club. In the past year or two, we've actually started to rent it out a little bit more and trying to get to a point where we can look at more alternative uses. But because of the lack of storage that we have at the Civic Center, it has been traditionally used. We're starting to get away from that a little bit.
It's a beautiful spot. It's a sin not to have it rented with money.
Yep.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Any other questions? Yes.
Just for the people at home, do we own that building?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Anything else? Okay, let's vote. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Counterminded? Carried. Next, we have some change orders here on the Great Trail Project. Councillor Keating.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. The background information, extra work and supplies required for the timber railing of the prefab bridge on the Great Trail. Some of the items include lumber, carriage bolts and nuts, screws and nails, the delivery of the materials, and 12 extra working days for 2 laborers, approximately 240 hours. Be it resolved that City of Corner Brook Council approve change order number 2 for West Coast Excavating and Equipment Company Limited in the amount of $21,064.53, HST included. I so move.
Thank you. Seconder on that?
Second, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. Okay, questions on this one? Any questions there? Pretty straightforward, I think, timber railing, so I guess this is just to more aesthetic and safety reasons to,
Absolutely.
okay.
Mr. Mayor?
Yes.
I think the bridge is in place. I saw it the other day. It was just all steel. right
Steel,
now.
yeah.
So this would be much better, a big
Yeah.
improvement.
Yeah, okay, good. Okay, no other questions? Let's vote. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Counterminded? Carried. Councillor Keating, we have another one on that project.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Supply and installation of 6 galvanized gates along the trail as requested by the City of Corner Brook. Gates to be approximately 2.7 meters at $6,001.60 each. Be it resolved that City of Corner Brook Council approve change order number 3 in the amount of $41,411.04, HST included, for the Great Trail Enhancement Phase 1 to West Coast Excavating and Equipment Limited. I so move.
Okay, thank you. A seconder on that?
Second, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. Okay, questions on this item?
Mr. Mayor?
Yes.
This change order is the change order for the value of $41,411.04, or the change order, the actual to purchase and installation of the 6 galvanized gates. And if it is the purchase of 6 galvanized gates, should this not have been a part of the initial contract or when it was awarded? Or request for proposals?
Yep. Mr. Charters?
Through you, Mr. Mayor, this is something probably, yes, we should have had in the original contract, but at the time we let the contract out and began, we started noticing other places that needed these gates, and we wanted to make sure that this was a multi-use for non-motorized, and this is a way to do that. So ideally, yes, it should have been at the beginning of the contract, but we are here now, and we have the budget to do this.
You? Yes.
Just a question, Mr. Mayor. I assume these are similar to the gates we currently have?
Mr. Charters?
Yes, I believe so, yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, and much needed, so
Yeah.
fully supported.
Okay, yes.
Just to be clear, we have gates now, these, we just need more?
Yeah, so presumably for the extension and change to that trail.
Yeah,
You
You
need
need
some more intersections, yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Any other questions there? Okay, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Counter-minded, carried. And just to change it up, Deputy Mayor, you get the next change order.
At the expensive one, I think.
Oh, did you?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Great Trail Enhancement Phase 1, change order number 4. Supply and installation of a 4-foot-high chain link fence including end and intermediate posts at locations along the Great Trail. So the resolution is, be it resolved, City of Corner Brook approve change order number 4 in the amount of $51,498.02. HST is included in that for the Great Trail Enhancement Phase 1 to the West Coast Excavating and Equipment Co. I so move.
Thank you. Seconder on that?
Second, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. Questions on this one? Again, this is a safety issue, as I understand, right?
That's correct. Once the construction started, staff and the consultant noticed that, hey, you need to protect that bank. It was pretty substantial, so that's where this comes from. It's by the rock garden, right in that area.
Yes.
Tell me it's the, when you go down the new trail that was all rock that we did over there a
Yeah.
couple years ago? I mean, there's drop-offs there are crazy, so
That's-
this would be that?
Yes.
Thank you.
Yep. Any other questions on this one? Okay. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Counter-minded, carried. And Deputy Mayor, this is another bad news one. The supply of winter sand.
Coming, isn't it? Thank you,
Ugh.
Mr. Mayor. The current contract to supply winter sand has expired. The Provincial Department of Transportation and Infrastructure, on behalf of the city, tendered to supply and stockpile of 15,000 meters of winter sand at the city's new salt depot on O'Connell Drive. The tender closed on June 14, 2023, and all submitted bids were listed below. HST is included in these bids. Humber Arm Contracting, $111,675. HST is included in that. Marine Contractors, $116,250. HST is also in that. So the proposed resolution is, be it resolved that the Corner Brook City Council accepts staff's recommendation to accept a bid of $111,675. HST included by Humber Arm Contracting for the 2023 winter sand. I so move.
Thank you. A seconder on that? Thank you. Questions on that one?
Maybe we never use it.
No, yeah, but then again, good to see nice competitive pricing there, though.
It's good.
Okay, any questions?
I'll just say, Mr. Mayor, there's a lot of dirt to clean up next spring.
That's the problem with that sand, isn't it? You gotta use it, you gotta clean it up. Yeah, anything else there, any questions? Okay, let's vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Counter-minded, carried. And last but not least for the Deputy Mayor there, the council travel report.
The City of Corner Brook Council remuneration, I forgot to say, thank you, Mr. Mayor. The City of Corner Brook Council remuneration and reimbursement regulation requires that a summary of city council travel expenses by council be provided to council semi-annually, reported on the public meeting. As per this regulation, the council travel report for the period January 2023 to June 2023 is hereby presented. Read out each one, Mr. Mayor.
You can summarize where it's appropriate there. I think there's only 3 of us.
Only
is it?
3 of us, I think,
Yeah.
travel. The mayor total $4,594.54. Deputy mayor, was $3,675.20. And I believe Councillor Griffin was the next one, $3,191.10.
Perfect. Perfect.
Also move, will I?
No, that's
Just
all.
as a
Just present the
report, right?
report.
Mr.
Is there
Mayor?
any questions? Yes, go ahead.
I thought I went to, I mean, I'm pretty certain I went to Gander.
Is it this time or was that the fall?
I thought it was in May that I
It
went,
was in May.
yeah.
May?
I'll look-
Yeah,
Anyway, something to look into.
this May.
Yep.
Yeah, no, we'll have to check that. Mr. Maestri will have to
Yes. I
dig
will
into
look.
that and see.
Well, maybe I went in a dream.
Possibly you didn't submit your,
Or I didn't submit my
Which you
claim
are-
on
Oh,
time.
yes, even better.
That's probably the case.
past the deadline, so.
Well, that's very generous of you, Counselor.
Or it could be pure fantasy on my part.
Well, you should look into it, and you should look into it and see. But, yeah, we'll have a look there to make sure that's correct. Thank you very much. Any other questions on that? Okay, that's good, thank you. Let's see what we've got here. Oh, we got our, Councilor Gill, we've got a closed auction for some land at Bayview Heights.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. So for some background information, Land Management was approached by a proponent who requested to purchase city land adjacent to their property at 108 Bayview Heights. The land has an approximate area of 1,816 square meters with a frontage of 18.3 meters on Bayview Heights. During the internal referral process, it was determined that the land in question was a developable lot. Due to city policy, the land was offered through a public tender, which in this case was a closed auction. One submission was received for an amount of $52,500. If approved, the proponent will be responsible for the survey to complete the sale. Be it resolved to approve the execution of the purchase and sale agreement between the city and the successful proponent for the land sale issued under the closed auction Bayview Heights. I so move.
Okay, thank you. Seconder on that one?
Second, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you very much. Questions on this one? Pretty straightforward, I think. Get it straightened out, that land. Okay, if there are no questions, we'll vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Counterminded, carried. And we have another land issue there, Crowland application. This is to straighten out some property at 4 Killick Place.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Mayor. Background information on this one. The City of Corner Brook has received a Crown land application pertaining to a grant of land under Section 36 of the Lands Act, which is provincial legislation. This deals with persons acquiring land which they have occupied for a 20-year period in open, notorious, continuous, and exclusive possession immediately prior to the first day of January 1977 and up to the present time, commonly known as squatters' rights. It has been brought to the owner's attention that the title of the property located at Municipal Number 4 Killick Place falls under the ownership of the Crown. In an effort to resolve the issue, the owner has applied to the Crown to acquire the land in question. This application was considered by internal staff and there are no concerns. Be it resolved to approve the application for the owner of municipal number 4 Killick Place to obtain Crown land under Section 36 of the Lands Act. I so move.
Thank you very mumuch. Seconder on that one?
Second it.
Thank you. Questions on this? Again, it's good to see some more land getting straightened out. I know there's probably in Newfoundland a whole lot of it. So if there are no questions, let's vote. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Counter-minded? Carried. Okay, Councillor Griffin, we have a home-based business application, Stand-Up Terrace.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Mayor. The City of Corner Brook has received an application to operate a home-based business office from a dwelling located at 24 Stand Terrace, which is located in a residential medium-density zone. A home-based business office is a discretionary use of the City of Corner Brook development regulations for this zone. A notice was delivered to the residents in the immediate area of 24 Stand Terrace, indicating the above-mentioned request. As a result of this notice, no submissions were received. It is not proposed to have anybody visit. It is not proposed to have anybody visit the property. Be it resolved that the Council of the City of Corner Brook approve the application to operate a home-based business office from the dwelling located at 10 Tudor Street.
That's incorrect.
Yeah.
That's incorrect, that's a typo.
So it should be 24 Stand-Up?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Can I just carry on with that? or we-
Yes, that's fine, as long as you make the motion.
Okay. Be it resolved that the Council of the City of Corner Brook approve the application to operate a home-based business for 24 Stand Terrace in accordance with the regulation. Does it all change there, Mr. Mayor? or
No,
just
that's
the
right,
one?
yep.
Okay, discretionary powers of authority are so moved.
Thank you. Seconder on that?
Second, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. Questions on this one? So we get the correction there. Okay, all those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Counter-minded? Carried. And we have a discretionary use of 318 O'Connell.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. The property is in the light industrial zone where medical and professional office is a discretionary use of the City of Corner Brook's development regulations. There was a public notice done on July 26, 2023, in order for residents to voice any possible concerns regarding this development. This was also placed on the City of Corner Brook's website. Since then, we have received no comments. Under Section 11, discretionary powers of authority, the application is required to be approved by council. Be it resolved that the Council of the City of Corner Brook approve the application to have a medical and professional office at 318 O'Connell Drive in accordance with Regulation 11, discretionary powers of authority. I so move.
Thank you. A seconder on that?
Second, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. Okay, questions on this one? Any questions? Yeah, pretty straightforward. Yeah? Okay. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Counter-minded? Carried. And, Councillor Griffin, we have a discretionary reuse, another home-based business on 15 Matty Mitchell.
Thank you again, Mr. Mayor. The City of Corner Brook has received an application to operate a home-based business, a hair salon, from the dwelling located at 15 Matty Mitchell Avenue, which is located in a Passaic residential zone. A home-based business personal services use is a discretionary use of the City of Corner Brook development regulations for this zone. A notice was delivered to the residents within the 100-meter radius of 15 Matty Mitchell Avenue, indicating the above-mentioned request. As a result of this notice, the city did not receive any correspondence. It has been conveyed to the city that only one client will visit the premises at a time. Sufficient parking is available for the main dwelling and the home-based business. Be it resolved that the Council of the City of Corner Brook approve the application to operate a home-based business from the dwelling located at 15 Matty Mitchell Avenue in accordance with Regulation 11, discretionary powers of authority. I so move.
Okay, seconder on that?
Second, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. Questions on this one? Pretty straightforward
Pretty
stuff.
straightforward, yes.
Okay, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Counterminded? Carried. Okay, we have another discretionary use, an apartment on Country Road, 101 Country Road. Councilor Pender.
Sorry, Mr. Mayor. Thank you. Background information, on July 14th, 2023, the application was placed on the City of Corner Brook's website, and a notice to occupant memo was sent to the neighbors in the surrounding area. Also on July 25th, 2023, it was advertised in the local newspaper, giving the general public a chance to express any concerns that they may have with this development. The city did not receive any response from the public on this application. Therefore, be it resolved that the City of Corner Brook, in its authority, Council of the City of Corner Brook, in its authority, approved the application for the proposed 6-unit apartment building at 101 Country Road in Corner Brook, Plan. I so move.
Thank you. Seconder on that one?
I'll second it.
Yes. Okay, Councilor Keevan. Any questions on this one?
One question, Mr. Mayor.
Yes, go ahead.
Is that a vacant lot there now, or is there a small property on that lot?
Yeah,
I'm trying to
Mr.
figure,
It's an excavated lot, I think, Mr. Charters?
Through you, Mr. Mayor, yeah, it is vacant now. If you look at Google Earth pictures, there's a small building on it, but that's been since removed.
Oh.
Yeah.
Any other questions?
yeah, what was there before? I'm just trying to.
I don't think, it's next to Country Flowers, isn't it?
The barber
Oh,
shop.
right next to the flower shop.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Yeah, no, I remember the barber shop, yes. Okay, any other questions?
No.
Again, good to see apartments. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Minded, carried. Okay, we have, moving to our retaining wall. Councilor Pender, the consultant for,
9.1, right?
yep,
Yes, thank you, Mr. Mayor. This is consultant fee proposal for retaining wall for Curling Street. And looking forward to seeing this one. This RFD is intended to address the selection of a prime consultant relating to the retaining wall on Curling Street. The project is funded under the Investing in Canada Infrastructure Program and consists of the removal and replacement of the existing deteriorated wooden retaining wall with a new wire retaining wall system. City of Corner Brook requested proposals to select a prime consultant for the project. So the resolution be resolved that the Council of the City of Corner Brook accept the proposal submitted by Anderson Engineering Consultants Limited for the retaining wall Curling Street in the amount of $113,583.20, HST included. The Corner Brook City Council authorizes the city manager to sign the PCA agreement with the consultant, Anderson Engineering Consultants Limited, on behalf of the City of Corner Brook. I so move.
okay, thank you. Seconder on that one?
Second that one.
Thank you. Questions here? Yes, go ahead.
Not a question maybe, but well, I guess staff could probably tell us the location of this, down by the War Memorial and so on.
Yeah.
So,
Yes.
just for the benefit of the public, so that retaining wall has been there for an awful long time and needs to be replaced very badly, so maybe
Absolutely.
council, staff can give us a little update on what the work entails.
Yeah, Mr. Charters?
As you said, Counselor, the wall's been in place for a long time. We wanted to make sure that we had the proper funding to do the complete job here, so we didn't tackle it piecemeal. So it'll be removal of that old wall, which I believe is made out of wood, and replaced with something a lot more modern that'll last for a long time.
Excellent.
It's a lot of work, though. It doesn't seem like it is, but it is.
Okay, yes.
Mayor, quick question. I notice it says that it's a new wire retaining wall system, so is that a wire system with rocks in between those cages? Is that what it is, similar to what's up on the highway?
Mr. Charters?
Through you, Mr. Mayor, that is what I understand it to be. They're called gabion baskets typically, and if they're done properly, which some aren't, but if they're done properly, they're very effective at retaining earth, for sure.
Follow up to that, Mr. Mayor? Was there any cost analysis done between that system and some of the more modern systems that's very aesthetic looking, pleasing with some of the concrete prefab rock retaining walls?
Yeah.
A number of companies in
Yeah.
our city that produce?
Mr.
Through you,
Charters?
Mr. Mayor. Typically, the concrete locking systems are much more expensive, but I suspect once we get into the design here, they'll make a recommendation on if the block walls or the gabion baskets are the right way to go. But staff are leaning towards the gabion baskets, that's why you see it worded as such.
The consultant will make a recommendation on what to use there. Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Okay. Any other questions? Yes?
No, I'm just wondering about the, I think we had the complaint about the, I think it was probably just down from the garage, between the garage and the monument, where it's, you got the curb and then it's nothing. Is this part of that?
That's the area we're talking about, right?
Yes, it
Correct.
is.
Perfect, thank you.
Okay, any other questions? Okay, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Counter-minded, carried. And Councilor Pender, we have the transit accessibility plan.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Mayor. This refers to an approval letter for a new accessible transit buses payment system. The Department of Transportation and Infrastructure approved funding for a transit accessibility plan and implementation under the Investing in Canada Infrastructure Program. It should be noted that the title of the project is incorrect, okay, on the funding letter. However, the scope and intent of the project are correct. From City of Corner Brook Transit Study and System Design by Dillon Consultant 2021, improved accessibility of Corner Brook Transit benefits all other passengers that use the system. To continue progress towards a more accessible system, it is recommended that Corner Brook develop an accessibility plan that will outline actions to remove barriers and improve accessibility. The plan should include a definition of accessible and conduct an inventory of stops with an accessibility lens. The AP should also identify actions and priorities to improve the accessibility of vehicles, stops, shelters, facilities, communication, and driver/customer service training. So the proposed resolution be resolved that the Council of the City of Corner Brook accept funding as outlined in the Department of Transportation and Infrastructure project approval to complete the project under the Investing in Canada Infrastructure Program. The Corner Brook City Council authorizes the mayor and city or city manager to sign the Municipal Infrastructure Fund Agreement with the Department of Transportation and Infrastructure on behalf of the City of Corner Brook. And I so move.
Okay, thank you. Seconded, thank you. Questions on this one? Yes, Councilor Pender.
Not a question, Mr. Mayor, but just to address the financial impact, the cost, the
Yeah.
total project is $600,000, of which we pay a little over 16%, the federal government 50%, and the province's contributions just over 33%.
Mr. Mayor?
Yes, Councilor.
I just have a question to clarify what this money is actually going to be spent on. So we've already had the study done by Dillon in 2021 about, I'm assuming, where the issues are? Did that study identify problems that we needed to address?
I don't think it addressed accessibility specifically, but maybe Mr. Charles could.
Through you, Mr. Mayor, that was not part of the scope of the transit system design project. This was recommended to do separately. There's a lot of work to be done in an accessibility plan. Like mentioned here, you gotta look at stops, you gotta look at features on the vehicles themselves for people who are hearing impaired or have vision issues, all those types of things. So it's a very broad project, it's a very narrow project that was not part of the original overall system design.
Mr. Mayor?
Yep.
Thank you. So going forward, these funds will be used to identify where those issues are, as well as ameliorate them? Or is this only for identification purposes? And if so, I'm seeing you nod your head there.
Through you, Mr. Yes.
Mr. Charters. Then who does that work? Who does the work of figuring out what needs to be done going forward? Is it a consultant? Is it in-house? Where's the $600,000 going?
Yeah,
Through you, Mr. Mayor. So just to clarify, this is a very specialized area, and we would need a consultant for that. The $600,000 is for implementation and the study. So we'll do the study, see what the recommendations are. I want an implementation plan, and then we would use the remaining funds to implement those recommendations.
Perfect. Thank you, Mr.
So
Mayor.
yeah, there would likely be a follow-up tender for
Yes.
work, yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. That's important, though. It's not just a plan. Okay, any other questions? Yes, go ahead.
Just a quick question on, I guess, similar follow-up to Councillor Gill, of who will do the plan, and will there be anybody who has accessibility issues sitting on that plan, or will this just be a group of consultants who come out and have a look and say, this should be done or that should be done? So who will be part of the plan, similar to what Councillor Gill asked? Or will we have somebody sitting on that from our accessibility community?
Okay, Mr.
Through you,
Church.
Mr. Mayor. The public consultation is critical to this type of plan. The consultants, although they are very versed in these issues, it would be a mistake not to speak to those who are going to ride, those who experience the challenges. So absolutely, they will be very heavily involved with the development of this plan.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you. Yes?
Just a comment, Mr. Mayor, I think this is awesome that we're when we talk about accessibility, getting around, I mean, it's time. It's time to reach out. Everybody should have the same privilege to be able to get around the city and this on a go-forward basis. I think this is awesome. Great job, everybody. Long overdue.
Good, thank you. Any other questions or comments? Okay, let's vote on it. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Contrary-minded, carried. Okay, this is a different one. Councillor Grander, we have a request for a noise regulation exemption.
Mr. Mayor, before
Yes.
Councilor Grander begins, I believe I'm in a conflict of interest with this one.
Okay, I don't know, we can make someone make a motion to either include or exclude Councillor on this. It is a request from the GCSU, correct? So, would someone like to make a motion one way or the other?
I make a motion that councillor is in a conflict of interest because of her employment status.
Okay, someone second that?
I'll second it.
Okay, okay, are we ready to vote? All those in favor, those who think Councillor Gill is in a conflict, say aye.
Aye.
And those against, say nay.
Nay.
Nay, yeah, in this case, just not because of the nature of employment, because it's GCSU, it's not university, so that's why I'm voting against
Yeah,
it.
me too.
But either way, you are in a conflict. We have done something incorrect under the new conflict of interest rules. Even though you can remain in the room, I'm under the understanding that the councillor has to go to the gallery portion of the room. And that's correct, isn't it? Correct. Yes, yeah. So, yes.
Shall I
If you could step back to
travel?
the seat back there, I'll join our gallery momentarily.
I got to turn backwards.
No, no, that is something that, again, that we were made aware of, that there is a provision for that. So, okay? Yeah. Hey, enough from the gallery. Okay, so, Councillor Grander, can you take us through this one?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. The City of Corner Brook has a noise regulation that prohibits excessive noise from 10 p.m. to 7 a.m. daily. Upon request to the Corner Brook City Council, an individual or organization may request a temporary exemption from the restrictions of this bylaw under Section 3D of the Corner Brook Noise Regulations. The Grenville Campus Student Union is hosting an outdoor welcome concert of Student Orientation Week and are requesting an exemption from the noise regulations from 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. on September the 9th and 10th, 2023. The location of the event is on the Grenville campus at the GCSU back parking lot and adjacent field. Proposed resolution, Mr. Mayor, be it resolved that the council approve an exemption of the noise regulations from 10 p.m. on September the 9th to 1 a.m. on September the 10th, 2023 for the Grenville Campus Students Union to host their outdoor welcome concert. So moved, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. Seconder on this?
Second, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. Any questions on this one? Yes.
I'm just curious, on the back parking lot and adjacent green space, isn't that where we're building our, I mean, all the trailers and construction equipment there? Or is
Yeah.
it somewhere else?
I wonder, do we have any more information?
I don't have a lot more information, but I do know the parking lot is actually not correct. It's the facility that it's being run out of is called the back lot, and that's the,
Oh, it's a J area.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
So it would be, say, next to the back lot,
And the green
but,
space in front there.
but
Yes,
closer to the.
yes, that area
Before you
there.
get to the back lot.
Yeah.
Yes, that's correct.
Because the rest of it are out.
There's a parking lot, a lot of it back.
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
What about our long-term care residents? Will that affect that?
Sorry, I didn't,
The long-term care
Long-term care.
residents.
I can't hear.
long-term care?
Oh, we haven't consulted with them or anything about that, but it's a 3-hour event. from-
Yeah. I don't know, yeah, if it'll be, I
It's
mean,
going to be loud.
yeah, I just don't know in terms, it won't be on the back end of that property because there's a parking lot there now where, the new parking lot, where the contractor is set up for the pool project.
So still here,
Yeah, yeah,
Mr. Mayor, wouldn't they be facing the other way, away from the long-term care, because they'd be on the lawn before the back lawn? 'Cause
Yeah,
everyone else
yeah.
squared off.
I can't,
So I don't see that as really being an issue, but it means to have a conversation with them, make sure their
aware.
speakers, amplifiers, whatever, are pointing the other way, it shouldn't be an
Yeah.
issue.
yeah.
I can't see them pointing towards the long-term care, because there's nowhere to
No,
go.
no, it's nothing. So,
It's
yeah,
all
it's
in
good.
the way.
We can provide that feedback to them to
Yeah,
try and ensure that there's no disruption there.
I can do that.
yeah, I would feel more comfortable if we did have a chat, because when the music's going on over at Margaret Border, I can hear it over on Reed
Yep.
Street, so.
Yep, for sure. Okay, any other comments, questions, concerns before we vote? Okay, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Contraminded, carried. Okay, come on back. Now, this next one, actually, this is, so are we, so I guess if we're both in conflict on this to, or,
So we have
I
to
don't
go.
know if it's a, yeah, I don't know if it's a conflict of interest necessarily in the sense that it's a,
Just comment,
yeah,
if I could. I think, like, even if we said the mayor and deputy mayor would be voting, then I think that would, you know, like, I think where they say your name changes it, even though you are the mayor and you are the deputy mayor. That's not where I'm going with this.
Yeah.
But I think if we just made a blank statement that the mayor and the deputy mayor would be, then,
yeah, I
Right?
guess, Council.
Mayor, can I make a motion that there is no conflict of interest?
That makes it easy.
yeah,
I'll second that, Mr. Mayor.
yes.
There you
I
go,
do too.
perfect. Okay, all those in favor?
Good.
Aye.
Okay, perfect. Okay, would you, Council Grander, take us through this one?
Yeah, thank you,
Very
Mr.
simple.
Mayor. Regarding the MNL Convention 2023 voting delegates, Municipalities Newfoundland Annual Conference is being held in St. John's on October the 25th to 28th inclusive, 2023. Each municipality is asked to submit the names of 2 voting delegates. Mayor Jim Parsons and Deputy Mayor Linda Chachon will be attendees at the conference, and their names are being brought forward for appointment as the voting delegates for the City of Corner Brook at the conference. Be it resolved, Mr. Mayor, to approve Mayor Jim Parsons and Deputy Mayor Linda Chachon as the 2 voting delegates at the MNL Conference 2023. So moved, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, second on that?
Second, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, all those in favor?
Aye.
Counterminded, carried. Yeah, and I think this one, though, just I guess to sew up that one, similar to when we do like committee appointments and things like that, we'd all be in a conflict of interest.
Yes.
So, again, we,
There's no personal gain here or anything, there's no,
no, I think this is part of our
Yeah.
job is, right? But,
Just to clarify my statement, Mr. Mayor,
Yeah.
I missed the word, they're asking for the names.
yeah, because it changes.
Yeah,
depending on
right,
who can
yeah,
go.
okay, my apologies, I didn't read that, so that,
That's,
you would have to give your name.
that's the logic behind it anyway, but
Okay.
yeah. Okay, and we have I guess, 11.2 there. The, Councilor Granter, you had a question about commercial vehicle policy.
Yes, Mr. Mayor. I've had, in the last couple of weeks through the summer, I've had at least a couple of pieces of communication from a couple of residents asking what the bylaw or policy is with regard to larger commercial vehicles that are parked on city streets after business hours, specifically at intersections which sometimes impedes other traffic and their vision going at intersections. And I assume some of the regulation would simply be traffic regulations in the sense that you can't park certain meters from a stop sign and those kinds of things. But I know in the wintertime we have parking regulations with regard to vehicles for snow clearing. So the question that was asked of me, what are our regulations with regard to larger commercial vehicles parked on city streets, adjacent to sidewalks and those kinds of things after business hours?
And
According to our regulations, there is no regulation that would prevent that in commercial zones. The only place that that restriction would occur would be in residential neighborhoods. And as far as parking goes, the Highway Traffic Act clearly states that vehicles have to be parked, I think it's 18 feet from the corner of the intersection. So 6 meters, pretty well.
So as this was, the instance that was brought to my attention was in residential neighborhoods. So when our officers ticketed these, or remind, or knock on the door, remind?
Yes, if our officers did see that, they would conduct that enforcement. After hours, of course, as the RNC would look after that.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Yeah, there is of course, that is not permitted in residential areas. And there's a number in the bylaw itself that does specify which zones it wouldn't be allowed in.
Yes.
But as always, it doesn't hurt to call. So if you can see something you think is wrong or incorrect, call it in, 637-1666, 24 hours a day. We can look into it. Whether or not we're able to employ our officers at the time, but we can definitely pass those things along too. So
Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Could you directly call RNC?
they could too,
That would
Yes.
be
absolutely.
the first step.
Yeah, that's
Or,
right.
you know, do whatever you said, but call the RNC
Yeah.
or us during work hours.
Absolutely, but yeah, to call us 637-1666, one-stop shop. Always get her done.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Okay, any other questions? We're done here now. I think that's the end of this agenda. We do have an in-camera session now. So again, we'll take a couple minutes for a bio break, and then I think we can dismiss. Yes,
No, before we go, I just want to give a shout out to Glenda Sims and her crew for the jigs and wheels that they put off. I thought it was awesome. I heard all kinds of good complaints. I heard all kinds of good compliments about it. All right, that's 3 mistakes I made tonight. Okay, duly noted. Anyway, it was a great show. Everybody enjoyed it, and all I'm hearing is bring it on.
absolutely, yeah. That
So I'd
is,
just like to congratulate her and her staff.
what?
To the Rib Fest?
Yeah,
I mean, that was excellent. Again, this year, music was good.
Yep.
Weather was fine. Perfect.
yeah.
Great year.
No, it's a great summer, and we still have things coming up too. Remember, we have our Colors of Corner Brook coming up, and we have CV Nui coming up, and of course, a whole fall of cruise ships visiting. So get out and enjoy it while you can. Okay. Thank you very much. Like I said, we'll take a very short break, and then we'll have a short in-camera session. So this part of the meeting, adjourned.